In today's video, I am going to review the current habits and goals that I have. That way, I'm able to see how I'm going so far, what I can do to make sure that I am staying on track for the rest of October. And of course, now, how's this going to help you? Now, I'll go through by reviewing my own habits and goals, and then that way you can see how reviewing things is an essential part of creating successful, building better habits and routines, and achieving those goals that you have set for yourself. Okay, so I am the A5 Filofax Finsbury organizer in the color mustard, and I am a Filofax ambassador, so I do get Filofax products to experience myself and show you how I use it in my day-to-day planning. So today I'm going to show you my habit trackers. So I'm going to go through my habit tracker, my mood and sleep trackers, as well as my wheel of life, 7 areas of habit. So then that way you can go and check out how I'm going for the month of October. If I have veered away from actioning my goals, then I'll get back on track. My habit trackers for the month of October, I am using my bullet journal style habit tracker layout. So I created this because I wanted to have in my ring planner that bujo. So for those of you that don't know, bujo is essentially, or origins of it is just creating bullets for your tasks, your appointments, and to-dos. And then some lovely people in the artistic and creative world went with it and just embellished their pages as much as possible with beautiful doodles, colors, and layouts that is customized to their own personal style. So I have combined a hybrid of ring planner journaling as well as bullet journaling. So now, by taking time to reflect on how you're going for the month, so rather than waiting for the end of the month to arrive and go, how can I be better for the month of November or whatever new month you're coming in, you go and review it halfway through. It's a really good opportunity to see how you're going mid-month, and then that way you don't waste the next 2 weeks going, oh dang, I should have done something about that. So don't wait for a new week or a new month to start. Just open up a new page or review it and then start from today. So I encourage you, I recommend to you that don't wait for a new year, a new month to start, to do something about that thing that you've always wanted to do or you've been trying so hard a habit to try and stick to. I am Mariane at Mariane Cresp. Through my own planning, habit tracking, well-being, and some budgeting, I hope to inspire you so you can get some ideas, inspirations to use your planner not just as a productivity tools for your tasks and appointments, but as a time to reflect your own me time and self-care. So all items I do show and mention in today's video, do find it in the description below, and then that way if you see anything that you like, you go, I wonder where that's from. It is available in some of my affiliate links below. Let's get on with it because I'm sure you guys want to know. Tell me, Marianne, how did you go so far for October? Are you the superhero that gets everything done? You will see today, everybody. No. And I'm okay with that because you know why? Life happens. Life happens, new things, you've got new priorities, maybe projects that you need to do. It's okay. But the first benefit, right, of reviewing your habit tracker, your goals for the month is it helps you stay accountable. Let's quickly have a look at my habit tracker for the month of October. I have all these different habits that I want to action each day. This is for my well-being, this is for being productive, and this is making sure that I don't overwhelm myself with too much tasks the next day. So I gratitude log. I try and gratitude log every day, and I have this little book here. This is an A6 sequence journal or notebook, and it's a grid notebook. So it's plain. You can embellish it any way you want. You don't have to be colorful like I have. You don't have to put pictures like I do. You can just plain straight write it out and not worry about different colored pens. But I do love color. I do love playing with my stationery most morning, if not every morning. As you can see, October 3rd, 4th, I missed 5th and 6th. I write something that I am grateful poor. Because what I've found is if you are finding things that you are grateful and thankful for each day, you actually start to spot them more often than not. And you start getting out of those negative thoughts, those woo woo me. That's me. It's like, poor me, I'm missing out. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I should have been further along than I have at my age. But gratitude journaling allows you to look at things from where you are now. Right now, you are worthy at where you are, okay? You don't have to have all the accolades, the labels and the titles, or whatever career you have been aspiring to, or creating the great hobbies and want to travel more, earn more money. Right now, I am finding that I am worthy as I am, where I am. Talking to you guys, talking to my family, somebody that I help across the road, or so, whatever it is, I am worthy as I am. And I have found that through gratitude journaling. I think I would be worse off because I do get anxious and I do get quite low and down on myself. But I have found gratitude journaling has been helpful. And guess what? It reflects in my habit tracker. Being able to know that halfway through I am accountable for myself, because then if I do miss a couple of days here and there, I don't kick myself about it anymore. I used to, but now I just go, you know what? I didn't do it yesterday because I slept in. I didn't do it yesterday because I caught up with friends. I didn't do it yesterday or the day before because I had other things going on. But I try and pick it up again the next day. So gratitude journaling, as you can see, my habit tracker allows me to stay accountable, because if I do miss a few too many days here and there, then I go, all right, let's get that book back out. Let's get that pen. Let's start writing in it. So the other things that I do is I write on my 5-year journal, and that is on my Filofax mold and organizer. So here I have a printout of these as well. So for 5 years, so 21, 22, and then I just write 23, 24, 25. So for the last 3 years, I've been writing in my 5-year journal. I don't do it all the time. As you can see, I've missed a couple of days here and there, but that's okay. It doesn't mean nothing happened that day. It just means I didn't do it that day. So let me just quickly have a look at the others. Make the bed. So make the bed. Funnily enough, you go, why make the bed? You're going to go in it again the next day. You know what? If it's the only thing you have accomplished that day, it's a win, right? You win because you did something first thing in the morning, and then you also get into a nice, well-made bed, right? So making the bed. Now, I don't do it every day because my young one, my 14-year-old, during his breaks from our homeschooling, likes to go there and watch his iPad. So that's why sometimes I go, he's in there before I even start making them. So it's really, really important. So the other things that I like to track in on my habit tracker that helps me stay accountable, my AM skincare. Now, I haven't been that good in the past. So I make sure that skincare is taken care of, because at 48 years old, I want to make sure that I try and keep everything elastic and taut, and drinking water and looking after your skin is so very important. And then I check my tasks, I plan my day, I make sure I unplug. So that's at least 15 to 30 minutes of not using my phone or scrolling through my phone or my computer. Make sure I action the top priority of the day, clear out my emails at the end of the day, get rid of some photos from my phone, and then do a reflection. So as you can see here, I haven't been doing my reflection. So that's something I want to do more often. For the rest of October, I want to make sure that I am doing some sort of reflection at the end of the day, because I have found that has been also very, very helpful for my mental well-being, because it sort of like wraps up the end of my day, looking at my wins. What were my struggles? What can I do tomorrow that will make me feel better? So I do use the Let's of London Conscious Living 2023-2024 academic diary. So it's just 1 page per day. And so what I've been doing is this one is just straight pen to paper, no embellishments. Sometimes if I don't have anything to write, I just write, it's Sunday at 4:30 in the afternoon, and I'm sitting on my couch as I think about blah, blah, blah. What happens when you start writing things down is you just like words come out on paper, and it doesn't have to make sense. The paragraphs and the sentences don't have to make sense. But As you can see, as a mid-month review, I haven't been reflecting, which is something I want to do. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make that a priority of my daily routine to make sure that I have this handy. So what can I do? I'm going to put this next to my bed. So then when I go to bed in the evening, make sure that there is a pen handy. It's sitting on my bedside table, maybe even to make it even more handier, accessible, is go to the page of that day. So let's see, today is already the 16th for me. I will put that there. I will have that there, and then maybe have that open at my bedside table. So then that way, I'm like, before I go to bed, oh, I better do some reflection time and write it down. I will link a YouTube video from Ali Abdaal about journaling and reflection. So that is a really good way. I wrote all the different things you can write down, what your goals are for the next 3 years. Where would you like to be in a year's time? So doing that reflection and future dreaming. And so what can you do to get you there? What's one little thing you can do today that can get you a step closer? So reflection straight away. My habit tracker has told me, Marianne, you haven't been reflecting for a while and looking after your skincare. Oops, I'm getting better in the morning, but in the evening. But because I don't wear makeup every day, I really just wear makeup for when I'm going on camera. I sometimes think, oh, well, I'm not wearing makeup, so I don't really need to wash my face in the evening. But that's something I need to look after, because when I do look after and wash my face and moisturize and put that face cream on at night, when I wake up, my face isn't dry and droopy. As part of my monthly habit tracking. Yes, May says great article by Ali. So I'll make sure. Forgive me, I didn't know I was going to mention that today, but I'll pop that in the description a little bit later once I finish the live stream. So there we are. So let me know, how do you stay accountable as part of your monthly, weekly planning? Do you have something that tells you, hey, you need to do this a little bit more, you need to do that? What sort of things? Or do you have an accountability partner that says to you, let's go to the gym, or let's go and have a healthy breakfast? So what are you doing to make sure that you are staying accountable? If you don't have anybody, or if you don't have anything yet, a habit tracker or a goals tracker is a really great way to get you going. Let's look at how else I am going for the month of October. So the other things that I like to track is my mood and sleep trackers. Keeping track of my mood allows me to see patterns. So if you're like me, where your mood is up and down, it's a great way for you to see that maybe at certain times of the month or at certain times of the week, where maybe your energy level is a little bit lower. So guess what? In those days, do some active exercise that keeps you going. Go out for a walk, or don't put too much pressure on yourself by having so much on your to-do list. I have learned that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm energetic. Let's go. Let's do the live stream, and then let's edit, and then let's do this and let's do that. Tuesday, still the same. I've got to go, and I've got an online course that I've got to do. I've got to do my homework for that. Wednesday, let's put action all the tasks that and all the to-dos that we have assigned ourselves. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let's get back. So now, through my mood tracking, I have discovered that on Thursdays and Fridays, my energy level isn't up where it is. That's my Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. So what do? I don't put too much pressure on myself. Or that if I do feel a little bit low and I do feel a little bit down and hard on myself, I then go, Marianne, what's the things that have you put in place to get you back up? So get to know how your mood is, start to see patterns, and put strategies in place that'll combat those. Do something that you love, that brings you joy, that maybe on a Thursday or a Friday, instead of taking on too many tasks, especially leading up to the weekend, just say, no, my calendar is full for today, because your calendar, fill it up with some me time, some break time. right? Those are not wasting time. By assigning time for you to rest, time for you to get your energy or even go for a walk outside, that is being productive. That's not being lazy. That's not procrastinating. That is making sure that you have the energy to keep going. What do we do when we see a red bar on our phone? We recharge it, right? We charge it and then we put it aside, let it charge up. We don't touch it for a little bit. We need to do the same for ourselves. Our level of energy is a little bit low. Drink water, have something to eat, go for a walk, rest on the couch, read a book, do something you enjoy. So mid-month, guess what? My habit has been, so for me, I color code. So pink is when I'm sad and angry, blue is when I'm tense or anxious, yellow is when it's a meh kind of day, neither here or there. Orange is a good day and green is a great day. So far for the month of October, overall, I've been good, everybody. And I've come a long way. I have been in a good mood for October. I haven't done everything. I haven't accomplished everything I wanted, but I have been giving myself grace. I'm forgiving myself more often than not. Not that I forgive myself all the time. I am still down. My husband shakes his head at me for the things that sometimes I say about myself, but I've gotten a lot better. So have a look at where you're at for the month of October and give yourself a pat on the back if you have gotten up each day, even though it might be a little bit harder than the next, that you get up each day, that you have given yourself permission to maybe just relax today. Maybe just take it easy. You might think you haven't progressed much. You might think that you haven't done a lot, when in actual fact, you probably have. And that's where a habit tracker or any type of trackers do come in handy, because you might suddenly go, oh, I wish I was further along than I want to be. But then guess what? You might actually have been further along from who you were 3 months ago, from who you were 6 months ago. You think that success or a win is that, reaching the end goal. A success or a win is that small step forward. It's that little step that you've taken today, or maybe it's a step back from something you don't want to do. So really, really, I want you to look at yourself and go, I'm doing it. Now, as for sleep as well, I've been doing quite well with my sleep. Although these bits here, because I did have a little project that I did last week, as well as my Apple Watch. I forgot to charge it, and that's where I have my sleep tracker. But I'm okay with that. I have been getting my sleep. It's just that my sleep tracker hasn't been on. Pink is less than 5 hours sleep, I think, but I have caught up with some of the sleep. So again, that is, I have to be mindful of making sure that I look after myself, sleep well, eat well. Tracking your habits and goals mid-month allows you to, guess what, stay motivated. My mood and my sleep trackers, reviewing it mid-month, saying I'm doing a great job. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm motivated to keep going. So this allows you to review where you're at. So if I didn't review, let's say, for example, I didn't review my trackers or how I'm going with the goals that I have set for myself until the end of the month, I wouldn't have been seeing this and looked at, just celebrate how far I've come along. And knowing how far I've come along allows me to keep going. Or if I haven't, been looking after my sleep patterns, or if I've been quite moody the last few weeks of October, then I need to do something about it. And then that's where your reviewing your habits mid-month is so important. It helps to keep you motivated. Question of the day: what do you currently track that is helping motivate you? What are the things that you are doing right now that when you action it, when you're ticking off those done or yes, is helping you motivate to keep you going? Let me know in the comments section, what is it that you're currently tracking that's helping motivate you? If you are, of course, liking the video and you are getting value from it today, it helps me a lot if you let me know by hitting that thumbs up button, that like button right there. It tells me that I'm doing a good job by showing up here, and that I'm giving you some sort of value or some sort of aha moment, or helping us stay motivated together. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you can, share it with someone who will also benefit from what it is that we have been discussing today. Next, let's have a look. So the next thing that I do mid-month, other tracker I look at is my Wheel of Life, 7 key areas of life tracker. So this is based on Zig Ziglar's Wheel of Life personal development methodology, where he says in 7 areas, or sometimes there are other variations of this, 8 areas or even 10 areas of your life, where you should try and do something in each, so then you get a good, well balanced life. So for me, this is in no particular order. So that's mental well being, spiritual, social, career, physical, family, and finance. So that's for me: reading, meditating, connecting with family and friends and loved one. IPA is doing some income producing activity for my side hustle, working out, cleaning up our little flat, and then tracking our expense tracker. So now these printable downloads, can grab them from my shop at marianecresp.com, and there is also in the underneath the description here on YouTube, it'll say there that I have tagged the products that I am using. So you can grab these in A5, Happy Planner Classic, as well as letter size. So if you wanted to try out these bullet journal style habit tracker printable download, you can grab them from my shop at marianecresp.com. And while you're there, if you haven't yet signed up, make sure to sign up for my newsletter. When I do have new planner printable download available, I do send out a newsletter with an early bird discount. So just let you know, if you have your eye on any of my printable download, just pop on over to marianecresp.com. The other benefit of tracking your habits and goals mid-month rather than waiting until the end of the month is that you can make adjustments as needed. Don't wait until the new month starts or a new week. No, start now. Do it. Don't wait. Because you know why? Tomorrow is not guaranteed, right? You might have read more books. You might have knitted yourself a beanie. You might have knitted yourself a scarf. Whatever it is, don't wait until the start of something. Do it now. Okay, so how do we adjust as needed? So let me show you. I've been doing pretty well with my reading, so I'm on track. That's good, Marianne. Meditating each day as well, so I use the Headspace app that gives me a guided meditation. I've been pretty good connecting with loved ones, whether that's through DM, FaceTime. My mum and dad are currently in the Philippines, so I try and catch them FaceTime. I've been doing all right with income producing activities. Working out. So that's where I have fallen behind. I actually wanted to go and exercise, so then I'll be nice and fit. I need to make sure that I go and do something about it now, because I've been saying I wanted to go and exercise more often. What am I doing to make sure that I'm making the adjustments now as I need, rather than waiting? So this is one of the things. So according to James Clear in his book Atomic Habits, there are 4 laws of behavior change. I've got it on my wall. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. So what's one of the things that I'm doing to make working out on a regular basis obvious? Do you see it? Do you see it? This brown shelving behind me. So in one of the cubicles, I put my shoes, wristbands to catch the sweat. I've got my ropeless skipping rope, and I've got my dumbbells in the back. So every time I go towards my desk, it is visible. It's obvious. Marianne, put the shoes on, do some workout, even if it's just a few bicep curls or whatever, tricep stuff, or do a minute of skipping rope. My shoes is there. I've got a pair of socks in there already. And then if I sweat along the way, I've got my wristbands. So that is one of the ways that I'm making it obvious. So I'm making adjustments as needed by giving myself ways to win. Make adjustments as needed. And then the other thing that I do as well, I habit tracker for my workout. See, 90 workout challenge, because technically at the time that I made this, it was the right amount of days until it gets to my birthday at 3rd of January. I have missed a few days, as you can see here. There's a few days that I've missed, but that's okay. We're adjusting as we go. So then I color in each time I work out. What are these shoes, these sneakers in different colors? I'm using the rainbow colors. So then that way, because guess what I've found through habit tracking? That actually crossing off or ticking off a completed task is a dopamine hit for me, right? Because I get to use my washi tapes, I get to use my colorful markers, sit at my planner desk and color away and then make tick marks. So for me, one form of reward is actually completing my habit tracker. So for me, this is another way to make my habit stick by making it satisfying. So I have that little tracker just on my wall. Let me see if I can show you my wall. So it's on here. So I sit here at my desk, and so I then have it here. I also have a YouTube tracker here. So this again helps motivate me. And here, so that's the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it satisfying, make it easy, and make it attractive. And us planners who love to embellish our pages make things attractive in our planner pages, because why? Because it helps with the dopamine hit. It's our little happy drug that we get to sit and play with our planners. So those are the things that I'm doing to make adjustments for the month of October. So then that way I don't have these days empty for the rest of the month. The other things that I need to do, so clean up and then updating our expense tracker. So all these 3 here are actually afternoon and evening habits and routines. And so what I've found is once it hits 3 o'clock, my energy level is low. So I may need to do some of these in the morning, maybe swap around some of the days, do my workout before my meditation, do some cleanup before I do some of my income producing activity, maybe update my expense tracker a little bit earlier on in the day. So those are the ways to make adjustments as needed. So let's quickly recap. We know by looking at your planner, whether you have trackers, have a look at your daily pages, have a look at your weekly pages, because then if you start to see that maybe for you Tuesday and Wednesdays you don't get to embellish your page, your Saturday and Sunday you don't get to touch your planner pages, or you don't plan your day or write in the task, that maybe those days feel less energetic, and so you might want to do something different, and so put on there it's rest day today. Guess what? Once you rest, you get to tick it and mark it. Reviewing your planner pages, whether it's trackers, your daily pages, allows you to stay accountable. You are your own accountability partner by reviewing your own planner pages mid-month. You get to see all the great things that you've done. That'll help you stay motivated and then keep going with all the things you're doing well. And then also you can then make adjustments as needed. Little small actions is a move towards achieving your goals or achieving the things that you want. Showing up is also a win. What I want you to do next is to check this next video. I do have the link in the description where I review my monthly habit tracker, and then I plan for a new month and set my new habits for the new month. So the link is in the description below. Click or tap the screen. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.